Greetings and welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host Galadon, and I have a truly informative and exciting episode today. But first, I just wanted to remind you quickly to make sure that you are subscribed, because you never know when Clash of Clans update information and sneak peeks might begin. If you have notifications turned on, you'll be one of the first to get the earliest and most accurate in-depth update information. All right, let's get on to it. It is Earth. He is atop the leaderboards right now, and often by over 300 trophies. Yes, one player absolutely dominating, destroying all others in Legend League like really something we've never seen before. Earth has just been excelling. Obviously, his offense and his defense, both amazing. A little bit later in this episode, we will share a recent base that he's been using on defense. The link is also down in the description so that you can use it yourself if you want to. We are going to take a deeper look into Earth's attacking strategy, but also I wanted to remind you, if you are rooting on a team for the Clash of Clans $1 Million World Championships, perhaps you should be rooting on the Queen Walkers, because that's the team that Earth is playing for his share of $1 million later on this year at ESL in Germany. That is going to be super exciting. Obviously, Team Shaso, Tribe Gaming going to be there as well. Many other amazing clans. But right here, we have what is really unquestionably right now on offense and defense, the best player in the world. And that's one of the great things about Legend League. Now that we've had the Blue Skies update, you truly can see what players are excelling at offense and defense. Earth showing how it's done, and now suddenly, yes, Clash of Clans is no longer a game of who can be online the most. It has to do with who can get the most 3-star attack wins and who can hold off those attackers from 3-starring them. Now, I've got some of Earth's statistics in a couple of minutes, but again, I just wanted to show his replays, and I will tell you right now that this Queen Charge, Queen Walk Hog Rider army that he is using is consistent across all of his attacks. This is what he has been doing, and that makes sense. I mean, obviously, if you're going to practice one attack over and over again, you're going to get better and better at it, and it comes down to reading bases. I know you thought I was going to say spell timing and placement, right? Well, that's true too. But really, I think that it comes down to that critical 30 seconds that every player gets in order to read a base, to see where they're going to attack from. You know, where Earth wants to send in his queen, where she can get the most value and she can survive the longest, and how she can funnel. Obviously, there is a funnel, there is a plan of attack right here. You'll notice that Earth does bring an Earthquake spell, which is often used to activate that Town Hall, to turn it into a weapon in case the Hog Riders approach it before you've passed 50%. Now here, of course, that wasn't necessary, but Earth did throw it in there just to help out with damage in the area. But again, it comes down to the Queen Walk, and that's why I think the team name Queen Walkers is so cool, because it really is the fundamental backbone of this attack. You need to get good value with your Archer Queen. You need her to create that funnel, that pathway for the Hogs. And you can see right here, the pathway was absolutely ideal for Earth. These Hog Riders are going to overwhelm the base, and it's not even close. The only thing that's close in Earth's attacks is the time. If you watch the timer on some of these attacks, he is coming within just a few seconds of hitting that 3-minute time barrier, and that is critical right there. You don't want to run out, especially when you're competing at this level, because yes, hitting a maxed out Town Hall 12 for 3 stars consistently in war is difficult, okay? And you've got time to study. You've got hours to study bases in Clan War. Now you've got 30 seconds, and you've got to do it 8 times a day, every single day. The pressure is immense, and just the demand on these players to break these bases down and attack them so quickly is severe. And that's one of the exciting things about Legend League. And it's fun also here because remember, we're watching several attacks where Earth has attacked another very high-ranked player. We are seeing multiple Town Hall 12 Legend League bases that are easily in the top 200. So if you are looking for other base ideas, here's a video that's going to give you about 5 different bases to take a look at, including, yes, one of Earth's own bases that he has defended successfully with. Now, I will say this. The word successful it's a relative term. Now, most of us would consider, getting hit for lower trophies, maybe a 1-star successful. But at this level, basically anything that's not a 3-star is almost considered a success if you're at the very top of the leaderboards. Right now, Earth reported that on an average day, in 8 defenses, he loses 260 trophies. Now, spread across the 8 defenses that each Legend League player must take every day, that is an average trophy loss per defense of 32.5. But, and it's a big but, Earth on average gains 280 trophies every single day. That is an average attacking trophy count of 35 trophies every time he attacks. So no doubt, it sounds like he's averaging at least 5 or 6 or maybe even 7 3-stars every single day, and that is why in these attack replays you are seeing nothing but triples from Earth. So yes, the pressure is absolutely mounting on these Legend League players to perform and perform in every single attack. Just like back in the old days when you failed an attack. Remember now, you don't lose trophies if you fail. You can get a 49% 0-star in Legend League and you will still gain trophies. Back in the previous days, you would lose a massive number of trophies, but just imagine the disaster for a top Legend League player like Earth to receive only 4, 6, 8, 10 trophies in an attack when they are averaging 35 on every single attack. One screwed up attack in a day could completely throw you off the lead. And, well, okay, unless you're Earth and you're leading by 300 trophies. So what is it about Earth that has him so far ahead right now? Well, obviously he is an amazing attacker, but apparently he's got some good defenses as well. Again, I said we will take a look at a base on the screen and a link in just a couple of minutes. But also it's good to know that these top players are truly being vetted. You know that Supercell is keeping a close eye on all of these players that are at the top of leaderboards and of course are competing in the World Championships, because there is $1 million on the line in just another month or two. We are going to see who walks home with those huge checks and who are truly the best players in the world. I personally am super excited to watch Earth. And let's just go ahead and watch one of his attacks here and break it down a little bit. Now, there is a kind of fundamental formula that you're seeing Earth use over and over again. Archer Queen with the Wall Wrecker in front, Barb King on one side, Baby Dragon on the other as funneling troops. And that's it. So hey, if you guys want a 3-star on a maxed out Town Hall 12 base, just drop your Archer Queen in a Wall Wrecker, Barb King on one side, Baby Dragon on the other, wait a few seconds, send in a bunch of hogs, drop a few spells, and boom, 3 stars, 40 trophies. Now, if it only were that easy, it is unbelievable how detailed and how precise you have to be with so many different movements and abilities, and obviously the spells, the hog placement, watching how the funnel develops. And again, like I said earlier in the episode, perhaps the most important part of the entire attack is the beginning and deciding from what angle you want to approach the base, what you're going after as far as what you need to clear out early with the Archer Queen. In some cases, the Archer Queen is actually going to take out the Town Hall, or maybe she's going to get enough percentage so that you don't need the Earthquake spell. There's just so many different variables. And again, I will try this in a future episode. We'll take Earth's #1 player in the world, leading everybody else by 300 trophies army, and his basic strategy out and see what happens when a noob like me gives it a try. Or, you guys are more than welcome to try as well. But if you're wondering what the strongest attack at Town Hall 12 is right now, I'm telling you, yes, we have seen a lot of Queen Charge, Queen Walk, Lalo attacks recently. But, and I'm not going to say it's a big but I feel like this is the attack right now. This is the meta. I am seeing so many Tribe Gaming players use this, top players in Global, and even if you just go down the list, take a look at the top players in Global right now and click on Visit and go to their base. You will see an awful lot of Hog Riders and healers and maybe a few loons, a few cleanup troops sitting in their camps ready to go for their next Legend League attack. That right there is a big indicator that Hog Riders are the meta right now. Are they too strong? Well, you have to watch those monthly qualifiers, because if we do get to a point where you're seeing Hog Riders and a similar Hog Rider attack being used every single time, or even a majority of the time, then you might see a balancing happen in the game. Just saying. I'm not calling for a nerf. I'm just saying that that's the pattern that usually develops. So speaking of patterns, we've got 2 more attacks from Earth right now, and notice the similar strategy being used here as the baby dragon helps funnel and control which direction the Archer Queen takes. So Earth obviously wants the Archer Queen to go clockwise towards the bottom of the base. The baby dragon cleared out 5 or 6 buildings over there, and the Archer Queen has gone just where he wants her to. Again, the variables of when to use the Archer Queen's ability, when to use those rage spells is key, especially early on. Notice his healers are getting burned by that multi-target Inferno. He's got the rage spell to help accelerate the Archer Queen, and of course the healer's healing power, and they walk right into another multi-target Inferno. This time he freezes it, and now the healers are miraculously going to survive with about 5% of their hit points. But remember, a 5% hit point healer heals just as much as a 100% hit point healer. And now the healers are walking in behind the queen here, safely away from that multi-target Inferno. And now the Barb King on the other side. And check this one out. A couple of 300 IQ Hog Riders are going to move in here, take that Wizard Tower down, because Earth wanted that out of the way early as well. You'll notice here the Archer Queen trying to decide she's actually going after the Town Hall. So, this is one of those things where you don't always have the ability to predict your queen's behavior. And he wasn't sure, was she going to take out the Town Hall or not? Here she does, so he can alter his approach with the Hog Riders. He's got about 1:15 left. The king and the queen are over here on the far left-hand side. So now the Hog Riders come in on the right-hand side, and they're going to go right after that other Inferno Tower, leaving only the last Inferno Tower. And then, notice early again, with the abilities, Earth used the Queen ability early, he used the Warden ability early here, but the Warden ability not critical because obviously he needs that normally when the Hogs take out the Town Hall. Here he didn't have the Giga Bomb to worry about, he was just focused when most of the defenses were still standing. And at this late point in the attack, it's just a matter of predicting the pathing of those Hogs. Now obviously you want to try to keep them together, which Earth seems to be incredibly good at, keeping his Hog Riders within the radius of 1 heal spell. That is amazing. That is so important. And again, it leads to attacks where it just feels like complete overkill. Look at the number of Hogs that are still alive after the last defense is down. It looks like there's about at least 20 right there. And they are going to get around. They're even splitting up into 3 different groups, saving critical seconds at the end of this attack. Earth, after that Dark Elixir storage as the final structure, going to pick up 40 trophies from Michael Corleone. And I'm telling you, it's just the consistency here from attack to attack to attack is crazy. So we've got time. We're going to go ahead and watch one more before we take a look at Earth's base. Again, these bases all maxed out, but you'll notice that we're seeing less and less of that diamond-shaped teaser style base that you see at lower level Legend League, like 5,000 to 5,500. Now that we're above 6,000, players have shifted over to more of a clear anti-3-star base, so more like a CWL or War base. But of course, this is the other problem. Much like CWL, you probably need to rotate through a new base just about every single day if you don't want to have a chance of players learning your base, coming back and thrashing it. Because you'll notice, and if you guys have watched Itsu's channel, you'll know word travels fast. I'm not suggesting that a Legend League player is likely to be attacked by the same player 2 days in a row. I'm saying that their base is likely to be copied by many, many players in the coming days. And so that is one of the reasons that when you really think about upper Legend League, the 8 attacks and 8 defenses is incredibly time demanding, because not only do you need the time to put out those attacks, you need time to come up with a new base pretty much every single day. Now, some of these players may just be shifting defenses, bombs, traps, mines, and Teslas around on some of these familiar base layouts. I really don't know. And obviously, it's going to be probably the most closely guarded secret amongst top Legend League players. You'll notice that we get to watch 5 attacks from Earth, but we only get to see one of his bases. And again, we're lucky that we had that one. We've got the link in the description, which is very, very cool. But yes, these bases on offense, it's crazy. And you need to have something that is going to be slightly unique. And maybe, since Earth is ahead by 300 trophies, maybe he does have something that he's figured out. I don't think it's a base, because I feel like players have to rotate through bases too often, but perhaps Earth has found a fundamental to base design that is causing players who attack him to hit for slightly lower percentages. It could be something like that, because I'm telling you right now, it is really unusual what we are seeing at the top of Legend League, to see a player this far ahead of everybody else, of all of these many thousands and thousands of high-level Legend League players. I know that the hit rates are high, but wow, Earth on offense and defense is controlling the scene right now, and there it is, another 3-star from Earth, and get ready. Now, you may have already gone down and checked out the link, but I wanted to look at the base itself right here. So here is the base, obviously a very much anti-3-star base, giving away the Town Hall, but you'll notice the Town Hall isn't a giveaway. He's got the heroes there, a bunch of storages, bombs, traps, mines, Teslas, definitely trying to defend it and prevent that 3-star. All right, you guys, that is it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you tried this base. I'm definitely going to be trying it. Thank you for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. You're the true hashtag GalaFam. Now get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, be kind to people, animals, and easy on the planet, and I will see every last one of you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, that Earth fellow, he can join my clan. He's an elf.